50 games left in the regular season. Can you believe it? Does it seem like it's going quickly?
It is. It seems like the first month always kind of drags along with all the days off and not the consistent play. But since then, it's been flying, and it's really went fast after the All-Star break. It's hard to believe that we're in the second week of August already.
And go figure, you and the Red Sox neck and neck at this point in the season. Joe, heart of hearts, do you feel like it's a two-team race?
Well, I don't want to eliminate anyone yet. I mean, we still have a long ways to go. You look at Tampa, I think they have 9 games with the Red Sox. They have 9 with us. And, you know, there's someone in charge of their own destiny a little bit because they're playing us so many times. But we're going to see them next week. Those are important games for us because we can do a lot about if they're going to be around or not. But it's still more than a two-team race.
How important was Friday's game in Boston to you? You had lost 7 in a row to the Red Sox, and you beat them here in Boston.
I think it was extremely important because we hadn't played well. We hadn't pitched well against them. And our pitchers did a tremendous job, starting with Bartolo Colon. But our bullpen was awesome, starting with Boone Logan, coming in and striking out Gonzalez with the bases loaded to end the 5th, get us into the 6th. And then Soriano had a big inning in the 7th, then Robertson, and then Mo.
Boone Logan remains so important to you, Joe. Just let me follow up on that. How much do you trust him now, perhaps compared to before when he hadn't yet proven himself in really tough spots like he did Friday night?
You know, he had a great year for us in 2010, and he got off to a slow start in 2011, and I knew that he was going to come around. It was just taking a little bit longer at times for him. He would get going, and then he'd have a hiccup, and then he'd get going again. But since Cincinnati, which I believe was in early June, he has been great for us. And now with Soriano back, I can afford to use him a little bit earlier in the game, not having to wait till the 7th inning.
You think Robertson and Soriano can both handle lefties as well. That's what you mean, right?
Yes. So I don't necessarily have to say Boone, and that's what I did on Friday night. I went to him when we needed him.
And that was your 8th win in a row. We'll get to those details in just a moment. But CC on Saturday against Boston, that's the one team that's given him trouble all season long. We did see that again against the Red Sox.
Yeah, we did. And CC, they've had some big innings off of CC, a 6-run inning, a 5-run inning, and that's just uncharacteristic for him. First game he started against him, he went 5 1/3 and gave up 1 run. I think the second game he was ahead 2-0 going into the 7th inning, and there was another one he was down 1-0 going in the 7th, and they got to him. But they got to him a little bit earlier in Boston, and I just thought he made some mistakes. I thought some balls got too much of the plate, and it's a very potent lineup, and they made him pay.
Joe, were those mistakes CC just simply hadn't been making because he had been so darn good, or did they make him pay for mistakes where other lineups maybe don't?
No, I think it's more that he hadn't been making the mistakes. You know, I thought he made a mistake in Chicago with the changeup that cut. He really didn't do much after that. He didn't make many mistakes. I just think that it's kind of the ebb and flow of baseball. You're going to have a lot of good starts, and then you're going to have some starts that are difficult. And CC's probably had more good starts than the average pitcher, and that's why he's 16-6.